Hey, how y'all doing? This is East Coast Metal Detecting. How y'all doing out there? You can check out my shadow. I was out here at that old farm site again. Remember the other one? I showed you yesterday. I'm about a quarter of a mile. Nah, well, maybe. Well, just across the field anyway. Maybe where we want to go. This is where I was hunting yesterday, and I found that piece that messed me up that I thought was a coin, 1785 coin. Well, here we are, a little bit further away from there. We're in the old apple orchard. This farm dates back, like I said, back in the 1700s. A lot of the stuff is that we tried to metal detect before. We couldn't metal detect it, and you can see the apple tree. There's a couple other apple trees. And we come across here, and there's the old dirt road, and it goes down to the marsh. And this big farm is probably, it's close to 15,000 acres with the 2 or 3 farms that are here. Well, anyway, stopped in here for about 15 minutes, dug about 3 spots, and my third hit was, it looks to me like it may be like a nice colonial button. So it read 45 on my metal detector on my XLT. Here's my XLT, and there's that daggone predator tool, which is pretty good. Here's my wife way over here. But this is a little bit of the property we're hunting, and some of these spots are overlooked when you look at a farm. If you look and see some of the trees, like I said, you can see some of the apple trees are still here, so you know it's probably was a pretty decent orchard. Like I said, over in this area, I found a 1785 coin. I found a couple draped busts over there. The piece I just dug is right here. If you want to take a look, so everybody can check it out. Here's the hole again. That's probably, I'd say, a good 10 or 12 inches deep. And the piece I'm looking at, when I flipped it out, I can see the corner. It's right here with my pin pointer. As you can see it. And I don't want to rub it or anything, but pretty neat piece. And I looked at it before, and you can see the piece of the button. So it's an old colonial pewter button, which is a pretty neat find, huh? Look, it's a big one. Has a grommet on the shank on the back. It's been broke off. It looks like it has a little bit of writing on it. So when I clean it up, I'll let you know how old it is. You can go to on the internet, and what is it called? Buttons.com. I think it's called buttons.com. And if you go there and you ever find colonial buttons or any kind of button, depending on the shank on the back, it tells you pretty much what year it was made, as far as in the 1700s, or depending on the shank, if it's a 2-piece button or a 1-piece button. And there's a lot of information on there so you know what kind of buttons it is. Well, that's East Coast Metal Detecting, and it's www.eastcoastmetaldetecting.4t.com. I have some other colonial stuff I found on my website that you can take a look at, as far as some colonial shoe buckles and some belt buckles and belt plates and stuff. And but that's what I found just in about 15 minutes, which is a pretty cool find, considering it's probably maybe 200 years old. And well, that's East Coast Metal Detecting. Talk to y'all later. Maybe we can find something in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Pretty good tool, like I said. If you need one, that's the place to get it. And it's a pretty excellent shovel. And my XLT, and well, that's East Coast Metal Detecting. I'll talk to y'all later.